some days you're gonna win. He says some days you're gonna lose. I tell you, I got news for you. You're losing all the time, you never win. No, if you believe that's how it's gonna be, I better put you down. Get up, you take your up and come out on the ground. You gotta save me now. You better turn around. And I looked around. I was heading down. Oh, somebody throw me down the line. This is some days you gotta give. This is some days you gotta take. That's the way it's gotta be. Roll it over and you will see. The city streets are full of people going nowhere, making time. To change from night to day is really only out just along the line. Can't you see the sign?
Good morning, my friends. 9:10 on this Wednesday morning. It's the 16th day of July, and we got a great show for all of you guys today. Coming down the pipeline in a couple of minutes' time, we're going to be continuing our trek to the Alton Midwest Nationals. More conversations coming our way. And then at 10:10, Lacy McDonald joins us, and we get the latest stepping in the time machine 100 years ago on her latest piece, and always excited to talk with Lacy and have a good time. Then at 10:35, Salvation Army joins the show. They're going to be filling us in. Cassie Gray is on the importance of Christmas in July and community Christmas, and then the benefit that Salvation Army and their families, which there's numerous of, receive during the holiday season. So all that comes down the pipeline in the next 2 hours. Before we do news, did anyone else wake up like they never slept in 14 years? Oh my goodness, I'm like falling over on this microphone today, so I need you to keep me company. And man, my sinuses are just terrible today. We got some hot, humid weather. We'll touch on weather in about 5 minutes' time, but here's what you need to know at 9:10 on this Wednesday morning. Make sure you sign up for that daily email update, and you'll never miss out. You can join myself and 70,000 in the know. An Alton man is facing felony charges for mob action and illegal weapon possession. Here's what we know. Randolph Smith, 43 of Alton, charged with multiple felonies, including possession of a weapon as a felon and mob action. Smith, allegedly along with an unidentified accomplice, attacked a victim on the street, striking him repeatedly. He was found with a Beretta 9mm handgun, which he was prohibited from possessing due to a prior felony drug conviction in 2024. Video evidence did confirm the assault, and Smith admitted to the battery, claiming it was in response to the victim allegedly assaulting his girlfriend. Smith was arrested nearby and remains in custody as the case proceeds. Crews have installed a new bridge deck on Center Grove Road east of Essex Drive in Edwardsville as part of the ongoing replacement of the 35-year-old bridge over the Nickel Plate Trail. The project remains on schedule for completion before mid-August 2025. Ahead of the school year start, Keller Construction is working 6 to 7 days a week despite weather challenge to ensure timely progress. The trail beneath will have intermittent closures for safety, but will stay accessible at times. Center Grove Road east of Essex Drive is closed to traffic with detours advised. Upon reopening, traffic will be reduced to 2 lanes with a new protected pedestrian lane planned for a future shared use path and its access. Man, that monsoon came down yesterday, and so many of you have weighed in with your videos of the flash flooding that took place throughout the area, and heavy rainfall has caused flooding on Old Edwardsville Road in Roxana yesterday. It did lead to the street department closing the road from West Thomas south to South Central Avenue, and that started around 4:30 p.m. yesterday. The Roxana Police Department implemented the closure immediately and kept it in effect until floodwaters recede. Motorists are urged during these times of heavy rains and flash flooding to, be advised and just be safe while you're driving. Authorities continue to monitor situations closely and will provide updates as more evolve to ensure public safety. The public boat launch ramps at Alton Marina have closed as of July 15th due to critically low water levels on Pool 26 of the upper Mississippi River. Currently, the river stands at 413 above sea level, leaving about 4 feet of water in the harbor. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers predicts water levels will hit maximum drawdown within the next week, necessitating the closure for all vessels. Marina officials are closely monitoring conditions and advise boaters to check the USACE forecast and the Marina's Facebook page for updates. Visitors can also contact the Marina office for more information, and we'll keep you updated when more details do roll out on the reopening of the boat ramp. Finally, in the news today, starting Thursday, 5th Avenue in Edwardsville will be closed for up to 2 weeks to allow Ameren to perform essential utility work. The closure affects a section near an alley west of Troy Road where crews will conduct pipeline inspection, excavation, repairs, and road restoration. Despite the closure, all homes and businesses west of the affected area, including the Glen Ed Pantry at 125 5th Avenue, will remain accessible via alternate routes such as streets from north of 5th Avenue and Longfellow, along with Bryant Avenues. The road will reopen once the work is complete. And that's a look at what's happening around the Riverbend this morning. Let's take a look at weather. 81 degrees. It feels like 100 degrees out there. Man, humidity's rough. 92% humid with sun, followed by some clouds today. There is going to be and has been a shower in spots this morning. There will be a thunderstorm in spots this afternoon. Tonight, partly cloudy, and it will be uncomfortably humid. A thunderstorm in spots later on, so that's something to keep your eye out for. Temperatures are going to get smoking hot today, reaching 95, dropping down to 72 overnight as we head into Thursday. On Thursday, more thunderstorms throughout the day, mostly in the morning. A high of 82 on Thursday, a low of 69 degrees as those thunderstorms continue throughout Thursday. On Friday, a high of 85, a low of 73 degrees. On Saturday, partly sunny skies, a high of 86, a low of 72. And then on Sunday, the 20th of July, a high of 88, a low of 73. That's a look at the next 5 days. Here's what's happening now, my friends. It's 82 degrees in downtown Alton. It feels like 101 for time and temperature throughout the day. 618-465-4545. This time powered by Bounce Back Rehab Recover and Return Home. I have a piece of paper sticking to my arm. Hey, while I have you, before we take a quick break and bring on more of the coverage of Alton Midwest Nationals, with a career spanning over 2 decades, Puddle of Mudd has cemented themselves as a force in the world of music. Formed in 1991, multi-platinum selling rock band Puddle of Mudd has sold over 7 million albums worldwide, and of course, the hits like Blurry, She Hates Me, Psycho, Famous, Drift and Die, along with Control. This is going to be a great show at the Alton Amphitheater, August the 2nd. This is the Metro Tix website where you will get your tickets for Puddle of Mudd. I mean, this was an awesome one. If you missed out on that conversation we had with Wes Scantlin just a couple of days ago, you heard his excitement. He's excited to be down here along with the band and the crew. That's August the 2nd. Doors open at 6 p.m. at the Alton Amphitheater. Buy your tickets now and go see Puddle of Mudd with me on August the 2nd. We'll take a quick break. A look at downtown Alton, then more Daily Show next.
Rock history hits the riverfront as multi-platinum powerhouse Puddle of Mudd takes the stage. Hear fan favorites like She Hates Me and Psycho. Plus brand new tracks from their latest album. Get your tickets now, on sale through Metro Tix. Puddle of Mudd, August 2nd at the Alton Amphitheater. Discover Del Mar Public House, located in Godfrey's historic Clifton Schoolhouse. Enjoy bold flavors like homemade falafel, fish and chips, and rotating pasta favorites. Relax with local beers, half-price wine bottles, and summer poutine nights. The only thing missing is you. Open Wednesday through Sunday. Del Mar Public House, where great food, drinks, and friends come together. DelMarPublicHouse.com.
This July, the fastest boats in the world take over the Mississippi. Catch the thrill of F1 powerboat racing July 18 to 20 at Riverfront Park in Alton, Illinois. Speed, rivals, champions. This is more than a race. It's the Midwest Nationals. Kicking off with the Meet and Greet Street Party July 18th from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. at Max and Downtown Alton. Cold beer and live music. Alton Midwest Nationals F1 powerboat racing July 18th to the 20th. Don't miss the action.
Throughout all life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you on your health and wellness journey. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. Your OSF primary care provider is there for every stage of life. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Shot of tequila, beer on tap, sweet southern woman sit on my lap. G with an O, O with a D, T with an I, and a M and a E, and a good time. Good time. I've been working all weekend, I'm tired, I don't want to sleep, I want to have fun, time for a good time. Oh, turn it up now.
Welcome back. 9:18, little bit of change. Getting ready to have this conversation with Dylan Anderson. He is one of the racers in the Alton Midwest Nationals. And, man, an exciting weekend is coming down the pipeline. I mean, this is going to be really cool just to really live up close to these really powerful boats. And in the last couple of weeks, we've had so many really great conversations with some of the racers, some of the individuals working on the event, and it's really great to see a little bit more of the F1 Powerboat Series, and also just the fact that how much of a really close-knit kind of community they have there with the racers. So really excited to talk to Dylan here in a couple of minutes, but while I have you, wanted to take you back to news here really briefly, just because there are a couple of other things that we can touch on, and we'll do that now. Clearwave Fiber, dedicated to providing fast, reliable internet to over 5,000 homes, businesses in Godfrey and beyond, including Illinois, Kansas, Georgia, and Florida. You know, Senior VP Shelley Haler joined us on the show and emphasized that great internet is a necessity, not a luxury, and the company invests deeply in local communities like this. Yesterday, July the 15th, Clearwave Fiber sponsored a brick bash at Gladesbrook Park and encouraged kids and families to explore technology through Lego projects while supporting STEM education with a donation to Lewis and Clark Community College. With many employees living locally, Clearwave committed to long-term community investment, offering future-proof, affordable fiber internet to help residents thrive. Also in the news today, the Edwardsville City Council is taking a big step forward in enhancing neighborhood safety and walkability by approving a professional service agreement for preliminary engineering on New Pogue Road median and shared use path project. Valued at nearly $150,000 and funded through the Edwardsville Enhancement Fund, the project aims to calm traffic and improve bicycling and pedestrian access from Amen Place to the MCT Goshen Trail. Oates Associates, Inc. is developing the plans, including a new median featuring a city welcome sign. Construction services will be negotiated later, pending final design approval, marking progress towards that safety in that area. Also in the news today, community members in Alton and throughout the Riverbend region are invited to 2 upcoming candlelight vigils that are going to be hosted by Foster's Light in the Dark, aiming to raise awareness and offer hope for those affected by addiction and for suicide. Christina Foster joined us on the show just a few days ago and filled us in that on Sunday, August the 31st, the second annual Drug Overdose Awareness Day candlelight vigil will take place at Russell Commons Park right there by the amphitheater, featuring speakers, resource tables, and a dove release. This is followed by the first annual Suicide Awareness Candlelit Light Vigil on September the 13th, which is at the same location. Both events provide support, memorialize lost loved ones, and connect attendees to vital recovery resources. Foster's Light in the Dark is emphasizing recovery and healing and encouraging anyone in crisis to seek help through 988 or by calling emergency services. Finally, in the news today, a 12-year-old girl a 12-year-old child, my apologies, was injured Monday evening after a bullet passed through an apartment at Greystone Apartments in Cahokia. The shooting happened shortly after 6 p.m. with the child inside the apartment being struck by the bullet. Emergency responders transported the child to the hospital where they remain in stable condition with non-life-threatening injuries. Authorities have launched an active investigation following multiple leads and identifying persons of interest. Police continue to urge anyone with information to come forward as they work to resolve that case, and we'll keep you updated when more details do roll out. All right. Hey, why don't we do this? We'll take a couple of minutes and pause here. But, while I have you, a new sponsor of the show, Del Mar Public House. You saw the commercial there, and just a nice one from David O. But, let me take you right there to this. Del Mar Public House is located at 2926 West Del Mar and Godfrey, just a great location. And, their hours 4 to 8 p.m. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Plus, they just have a great selection of food. My parents have gone there a few times, and man, they're ranting and raving over it. And everyone I've talked to has nothing but positive things to say about Del Mar Public House. It's always great when you get to add food options into the community. And when you add food like this, I mean, where are you going wrong? You're seeing that on your screen. And for all of you that have already been inside a couple of times, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you haven't been yet, I highly encourage you to go to Del Mar Public House at 2926 West Del Mar, or just do what I do. Order online. Pick it up in about 20 minutes. You can do that by going to delmarpublichouse.com. That's delmarpublichouse.com. I know you're hungry and it's 100 degrees out today, or going to be close damn near to it. Why cook in your kitchen? Too hot. Go to Del Mar Public House. That simple. delmarpublichouse.com. That's delmarpublichouse.com. And don't forget to tell them that you know who sent you over their way. Alrighty, taking a quick break. We'll come back, chat for a few, and then have a great conversation as we're on the road to the Alton Midwest Nationals right here on RiverBender.com and Roku TV.
Rock history hits the riverfront as multi-platinum powerhouse Puddle of Mudd takes the stage. Hear fan favorites like She Hates Me and Psycho. Plus brand new tracks from their latest album. Get your tickets now, on sale through Metro Tips. Puddle of Mudd, August 2nd at the Alton Amphitheater. Discover Del Mar Public House, located in Godfrey's historic Clifton Schoolhouse. Enjoy bold flavors like homemade falafel, fish and chips, and rotating pasta favorites. Relax with local beers, half-price wine bottles, and summer poutine nights. The only thing missing is you. Open Wednesday through Sunday. Del Mar Public House, where great food, drinks, and friends come together. DelmarPublicHouse.com.
This July, the fastest boats in the world take over the Mississippi. Catch the thrill of F1 powerboat racing July 18 to 20 at Riverfront Park in Alton, Illinois. Speed, rivals, champions. This is more than a race. It's the Midwest Nationals. Kicking off with the Meet and Greet Street Party July 18th from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. at Max and Downtown Alton. Cold beer and live music. Alton Midwest Nationals F1 powerboat racing July 18th to the 20th. Don't miss the action.
Throughout all life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you on your health and wellness journey. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. Your OSF primary care provider is there for every stage of life. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Welcome back. 10-12. A little bit of change. We're we're talking to Mike Farmer. Combine both of the names. You know,
I've
I
been
do get
called that
paid
many a time.
I do get paid to do my job. I'm sorry. This is really exciting. July 18th through the 20th starts in just 4 days. Is that Alton F1 Midwest Nationals, and it's going to be a great one. Last year was really exciting, and had Dustin on, and heard a little bit of the excitement that he had last season, and just a hell of a run.
Yeah.
And now we're excited, ready for more of this. And you've been around power boats for a long time. What makes this race different than a few of the other ones?
Well, it's a pretty nice location. There's a lot of amenities around it, and it's centrally located, so people can come from pretty much everywhere and travel about the same distance. That helps draw a crowd, helps draw participants.
Mm-hmm. Well, and now you were telling me that today you guys are going to start putting some docks together and start getting the final touches. What's this week look like for you guys? Is it pretty busy?
Yeah. Well, there's tents to be set up. There's the docks got to be assembled. I mean, right now there's a whole stack of pieces.
Oh, wow.
Has to be put together, and we're going to start that actually tomorrow morning. It's scheduled for 9 o'clock. We'll see, weather permitting.
Yeah, that's true too. Well, this year, how's the water looking for you guys out there?
It's pretty fast.
Is it?
Yeah.
What's that mean for the racers?
It really isn't that big a deal for them. It's more of a deal for the spectators trying to anchor.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
The people that come by boat trying to anchor.
Well, and now you're the local patrol. You're in charge of the patrol boat, correct?
Correct.
What's your role look like in that? Is it just making sure everyone's safe? Is it driver safety too?
Well, when they set up the course, the course is the orange buoys, and then the out of bounds is the yellow-green looking buoys, and we got to make sure everybody stays outside of those. And then there's also no wake buoys up and downstream. We got to see somebody going too fast. We got to try to slow them down. And we snag debris. I put on river bills this morning. If you're sitting out there anchored and you see a piece of debris floating by, snag a hold of it. Try to get an event patrol boat to come over and take it from you. Don't just let it go by.
Yeah.
You can wipe out. A propeller's $3,000 just for one prop, and
Tim was telling me about that, about how, I was thinking you would have to have a pretty good sized log to throw off your boat, but it doesn't take much to...
It doesn't take much to tip one.
That's incredible to me. Well, and now, is it one of those things where drivers and racers are like actively looking for those things to avoid, or do you have to just hope for the best because you're going so fast?
Well, they're looking for them, but, when you're exceeding 100 miles an hour, they get there pretty fast.
Well, and how long have you been in racing and in the boating world?
My dad got me into boat racing stuff when I was a little kid. I think I was 8.
Oh, wow.
And then he started a family boat repair business and had me out in the driveway kicking my butt, making me sand on boats when I was 12. And I just turned 65, so I've been doing it a minute.
Well, and how has it evolved over the years? If it's okay for me to ask, how's racing, kind of changed since the...
Well, obviously the motors have changed. Used to the inline 6 was the biggest motor we had, and now they got these V6s. 135 horse was the biggest motor, and now we're pushing 300.
Wow.
The boats have gotten more durable.
Mm-hmm.
The composite boats are tougher than the old wood boats were.
Mm-hmm.
Driver safety, the capsule that's a savior right there. Used to, when somebody wrecked a boat, they got hurt. Now they wreck a boat, they barely get a wound most of the time.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm sure. Well, and see, that's where I find it, kind of fascinating too, is the safety component of it, because it seems like the teams that everyone has, they're pretty comprehensive. What's that if, say, something terrible happens and there's a crash? What's that safety procedure look like to, retrieve the driver and all of that?
The tour has rescue boats, at least 2 on the course, sometimes 3, and when a boat goes over, them guys are moving a lot of times before the red flag even comes out. The flagman hasn't had time to put the red flag out, and them guys are already on their way. And they get there. They got divers on the boat with them. Some of them have paramedics on them, so they can.
That's incredible.
Start working on somebody as soon as they pull them out of the boat.
Well, and see, it's just kind of, I like doing the behind the scenes a little bit just to see all the moving parts to this, because we watch the race and the excitement, but the magnitude of all the work that has to be done to put this on is incredible.
The work that Tim does is incredible. Tim and his partner John, they do a lot of stuff they don't get credit for.
Well, and it seemed, honestly, just from talking to the guys that I've talked to the last couple of days, it's been that way. Last year, take me through the experience you had with the tournament weekend. Was it a pretty good experience for you?
Yeah, pretty much so. We had a few people that, the patrol boats would ask them to move or tell them to move, and they basically told them they weren't going to, and told them they had no authority. And what these people don't realize is they're one radio call away from meeting the real authorities. Right.
Well, and it's no joke. I mean, you're putting people's lives on the line in safety when you're doing that and acting like that.
Yeah. Last year, the Coast Guard didn't shut down the river to commercial traffic, so we had to open the river up every now and then and let commercial traffic through. And we had to move some people that were anchored, and they didn't like that at all. This year, the Coast Guard is shutting down the commercial traffic, but we still have to leave the shipping lane open because, if Billy John wants to come through with his 50-foot blue water, he's got to have a path.
Right. Well, and see, the traffic is interesting to me because, the Mississippi River is one of our biggest commercial waterways in the country. And that's really fascinating to me that it's shut down for this time for you guys to actually get this race put on.
Well, they're shutting it down in the morning, and we have to have everything cleared out of the way. The buoys, the spectators, everything's got to be gone an hour after the races.
An hour?
Yeah, we got 1 hour to clean everything up so the next barge can come through.
And then you're back to setting up the next day, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Very interesting. Now, you've been working on this, you said, for about 3 years now with Tim?
Yep.
And what led to your involvement in the race? I love it.
I'm just going to say I must be easy. I don't know.
Well, what do you hope fans take away from this weekend, that's coming up?
Well, I hope everybody comes and enjoys the show, and we want to put on a good enough show that they can't wait to get back here next year.
Right.
It's a 3-year contract, and we want it to grow and grow and grow. It would be awesome if we filled every hotel in the area and restaurants all boomed and everybody had a good time at the races. That'd be a great weekend.
Well, and honestly, it's one for people who've never even, maybe checked this out before. This is exciting stuff. And to me, it's one of those, you guys have a hell of a camera feed. It was fun to watch online last year. But to me, this is an event where you have to be in person for to truly appreciate.
Yeah, TV doesn't do them any justice.
No.
That 0 to 100 off the start dock is, 3.5 seconds.
Are you serious?
Maybe 4, but they're pretty quick.
Wow.
And some of the corners are set up where they can sweep them a little bit, but some of the corners are set up where they got to turn the boat. And they'll pull between 4 and 6 G's in a corner.
That's what we were talking about. And, has there ever been a disconnect from maybe a boat racer that you've known, or you don't have to know, but they started racing in the 80s or 90s. And now because of the advancement of these motors and these machines, I can only imagine that it takes some time to get used to all those G-force, all those G's in a cockpit.
Well, in the 80s, they were sitting in the boat loose still in the early 80s. Uh-huh. And the only thing that kept them in the boat was them hanging onto the steering wheel.
Are you serious?
And
wow, you got to be pretty tough to be a racer.
And then later on in the late 80s, they went to the capsule where everybody was strapped in. And, we kind of coined a term for the new drivers coming in. We called them capsule drivers because they'd never been pitched out of a boat before.
So
they had guts that other people didn't have.
Yeah, I'd say so. I would 100% say so. Hey, you got a moment to take a break with me?
Sure.
We're going to take a quick break. I got to pay some bills. More conversation with Mike Farmer. You know, coming down the pipeline in just 4 days. Starts Friday with that meet and greet at Max. That's going to be really fun. I heard the kids enjoyed that a lot last year and the families.
Tables set up out in the street.
Yeah. We're going to come back and talk all about that. You see that on your screen, July 18th through the 20th. That's the Alton Midwest Nationals F1 powerboat racing. More on it after this.
Oh no, another bad headache?
Yeah.
Maybe it's time to see your doctor.
OSF Healthcare can handle all of your family's primary care needs, including diagnosing health issues or referring you to a specialist. Schedule an appointment today.
For the biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit AltonToyota.com or stop by their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Munganast Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers, and it will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Munganast Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Munganast Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
I was deep in the water somewhere, got the blue sky breeze and it don't seem fair. Only worry in the world is the tide gonna reach my chair. Sunrise, there's a fire in the sky. Never been so happy, never felt so high. And I think I might have found me my own kind of paradise.
Welcome back, Daily Show, 1024, a little bit of change. The F1 Powerboat Alton Midwest Nationals take place in just a couple of days. The meet and greet is on Friday, which is going to be a hell of a time. That was great last year, and this is for families to come up and meet some of the racers and get to see the boats up close, and really just a cool day, Mike.
The racers are available pretty much all weekend, but the meet and greet, everybody's out, eager to meet you. They all come, and some of them bring some trinkets. We'll see who's got trinkets and who don't.
Well, and take me through the weekend. When does the racing start on Saturday?
Well, I got a schedule here.
Oh, there we go.
We have a tentative schedule because, weather and stuff changes that. Saturday morning, starting at 9 o'clock, is tri-hull testing. And then it moves on into Formula One testing and then Formula Light testing. And then at 10:20, the Formula Lights qualify. And at 11 o'clock, Formula One qualifies. And then they're going to open the river for an hour. And then at noon is opening ceremonies, and then we start heat racing after that. And about every 30 minutes, there's a heat race up until 5 o'clock.
Man, that's incredible. And now Sunday, what time's the action start?
Testing starts at 9:45, and heat races start at 10:15 in the morning, and then opening ceremonies are 11:15, and then we resume racing at 12 o'clock.
Awesome. Well, it's a great weekend for whether or not you're doing this with your family or by yourself to go check this out, man. I mean, 100%. And now, because you're on the water while this is going on, what can the viewer from the water witness if they missed out last year? I'm sure that's really exciting to be on the water when that happens.
Well, you can get a pretty good seat out there.
Good answer.
There's a radio station, and I'm sorry, I'm unprepared for that. I don't know what channel they can tune to so they can hear the announcer.
Oh, okay.
I'm
not aware of that one, to be honest with you.
It's just a local little thing at race site that so the people that are in their boats can hear the announcer, because you can't hear the announcer out there.
Well, I'm sure. Well, that'd be cool. Well, and now, I wanted to ask you, we have some time now. You were a part of a racing team for quite some time. I just wanted to ask you about your role because you were the crew chief, correct?
Correct.
What's that role? Is it similar to NASCAR, or like, how does that?
I would like for it to be similar to NASCAR. You don't get to tell other people what to do. You're doing it.
That's interesting.
Some teams have a bunch of people, but we didn't. We had just a few of us local guys, myself and Lynn and Chris Bechtold and Phyllis, and that was the four of us for the most part. And a lot of times it was just me and Lynn and Phyllis and Lynn's dad, Harold. And then we picked up a guy out of New York, Daryl Balcom. Daryl was other brother.
I love it. Well, and just before we let you go, for folks that don't understand it or maybe are new to this, the camaraderie I've been kind of following just the last couple of days. It's been really cool to see just kind of the community that the racing community has. Take me through that a little bit.
Well, it's kind of like a lot of other sports where you, you'll bicker, but when it comes down to it, if somebody needs something and somebody else has it, they got it.
That's cool.
It's nobody wants to see somebody sit on a bank because they didn't have something.
That's awesome.
If you come and, nobody comes to a race with just one bullet, one power head. So if they come and they have a bad day and they blow up 2 or 3 power heads, they're going to get one from somebody else. There'll be a loaner out there. Somebody will get one.
That's really cool. Really cool. And before I let you go, we've been talking for almost 20 minutes now. Let me ask you do you have any predictions over this weekend? Who do you think's looking good? Who do you think has a good chance?
Well, I would kind of like to see Spencer do real well. He's been struggling a bit. And he does his due diligence. He does a lot of work. But Dustin, again, he's going pretty well. And then RJ West. If RJ shows up, RJ tests a lot, and he goes real fast.
Man. Well, and see, now, this is what I wanted to ask you, too, just because you have a lot more knowledge on this than I do. When we're bringing our kids out, we're ready for a weekend. What are some of the things, we can kind of start, cheer? Is there anything that's like a normal, cheering moment or anything like that you can help us kind of get prepared for so we're cheering at the right times and know what we're doing out there?
Well, the cheering just kind of happens. It ain't a planned out thing. It's going to hit you and you're going to be like, yeah!
I love this, man. I'm excited for the weekend. And Mike, it was great talking with you. What's your final thoughts just on the weekend ahead before we say goodbye for now?
I just hope everybody has a fun, safe weekend and everything goes well.
Well, and I'll add on to that. If you're somebody watching in the boat, stay behind the damn line so we can keep everything moving.
Yeah. Don't give anybody a hard time.
Nah, we're all just trying to do something really cool. This is something I hope stays for a long time, Mike, is this powerboat racing. It's so unique, and really just from all accounts, it's such a unique course, too, for all the riders and racers.
Last year was the first year back since 1992.
That's incredible.
They raced right in front of the bell down there in 92.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Well, it's exciting to have it back, and it adds something unique and really is such a great thing. I hope the weekend goes well, and we'll be there following along with you guys, and thanks for stopping by today.
Enjoyed it.
1032, a little bit of change. You can find out more on the Alton Midwest Nationals by just, typing that into Google. Alton Midwest Nationals, the F1 Powerboat Racing website will come up, and here's what it looks like just for all of you following along at home right there on your...
Can we share this?
Oh, yeah, we'll put the QR code. Oh, absolutely. And we'll link the QR code for tickets and the link for the tickets all in these articles so we can get you guys there. Alton Midwest Nationals, June 20... Wrong one. July 18th through July the 20th, and that's right there. You can find out more at F1PowerboatChampionship.com, and just click on the race link, and we'll link everything in that write-up. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back and hang out for a little bit more after this on Riverbender.
Rock history hits the riverfront as multi-platinum powerhouse Puddle of Mud takes the stage. Hear fan favorites like She Hates Me and Psycho. Plus brand new tracks from their latest album. Get your tickets now, on sale through Metro Tips. Puddle of Mud, August 2nd at the Alton Amphitheater. Discover Del Mar Public House, located in Godfrey's historic Clifton Schoolhouse. Enjoy bold flavors like homemade falafel, fish and chips, and rotating pasta favorites. Relax with local beers, half-price wine bottles, and summer poutine nights. The only thing missing is you. Open Wednesday through Sunday. Del Mar Public House, where great food, drinks, and friends come together. DelMarPublicHouse.com.
This July, the fastest boats in the world take over the Mississippi. Catch the thrill of F1 powerboat racing July 18 to 20 at Riverfront Park in Alton, Illinois. Speed, rivals, champions. This is more than a race. It's the Midwest Nationals. Kicking off at the Meet and Greet Street Party July 18th from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. at Max and Downtown Alton. Cold beer and live music. Alton Midwest Nationals F1 powerboat racing July 18th to the 20th. Don't miss the action.
Throughout all life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you on your health and wellness journey. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. Your OSF primary care provider is there for every stage of life. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
If I had 2 dozen roses and an old bottle of wine, if I really could have hung the moon, would it change your mind? If I could cry a little harder.
Welcome back. Daily Show. Shenandoah was just on Fox doing a little 2 dozen roses.
Oh, really?
He's getting a lot of city miles in that voice, but it still sounds good, and it's something I can drink to in the garage. And, you guys can drink outside this 19th of July. Is this Saturday or Friday?
That's going to be Saturday.
Foster Fest is already here. This is really cool. And as we go into this, Joe and Mark, last year was a big one. I mean, you guys really did a...
It's Dan.
Oh, damn. Joe,
No,
didn't I call you Joe the other day? I'm all over
I don't know if you did or not.
Damn, Dan, I am sorry. I'm
you're all
failing.
good. I've been called worse.
He gets called a lot of
Dan, I am so embarrassed right now. Oh my God. But the good news is you can forget all about my faux pas by going to Foster Fest and just having a good time.
That's right. That's right.
Hey, how'd your tournament turn out the other day?
Went well. Was that Saturday?
Yeah,
I saw you
Sunday.
out there? Sunday
with the rain.
Yeah, that was the KC tournament, KC Hall. Alton KC Hall did a 2-man scramble. I believe it was Saturday, wasn't it? What did I see? A Saturday?
Maybe.
It might. Maybe. I get my days so mixed up.
I don't even know what day it is or what I'm doing. Gates do open at 5 p.m. though on the 19th. And Mark, take me through this because you guys have a hell of an artist coming in to play with you guys at 8 o'clock.
We sure do. So Wyatt McCubbin is who's going to be there. The Harmons, of course, which is me and my family, is going to play at 7, and then Wyatt McCubbin will take the stage shortly after 8 o'clock. Wyatt is I would say, world-renowned, I guess you could say, because the artists that have cut his songs in the last couple of years, Luke Combs, Lainey Wilson, Zach Top, all those, some of the newer ones too.
Wow.
He's got several different songs on each of their albums, and he's an awesome singer and guitar player as well. He's going to have a full band with him, so it's not just a one guy with a mic. It's
Yeah.
the full band, and he's going to do some of his songs that he's written for other people, and of course do some covers of some other things.
He's been on the stage with Merle Haggard.
That's just about
freaking
hit it
awesome
with everybody. Yeah.
Man, that's going to be a great night. Now, when did you guys do the big fireworks show? Was that a couple of years
I think
ago?
we had that for the first year. Yeah.
That was one of the biggest fireworks shows that wasn't going to stop.
Well, I think we pretty well used all our fireworks up the first year. So
no fireworks this time, but I mean, this is going to be awesome. And what I found so cool, I've been able just to kind of catch it, some of the writers' rounds that are filmed, and just in Nashville, and they're awesome to kind of get the feel of this. And now to have Wyatt here, really understanding what the music process is, and to hear it from the original horse's mouth, so to speak, it's really
right
cool.
from the writer. Yeah. So, Zach Top just had a new song come out, Good Times and Tan Lines.
Yeah.
Wyatt's one of the co-writers on it.
No kidding. That's one of my favorites
so
right now.
Yeah. So anyway, it's neat to get to have him. The whole point of this, that we're putting this on, it's not a big profit for the Woodlands.
Right.
Because by the time you bring an act like Wyatt McCubbin in, and then you have sound and lighting, you have all the employees that help get everything ready and prepared for the crowd. By the time all that happens, the Woodland's not cutting a fat hog on it. We couldn't do it without the sponsorships that we have.
Yeah.
Which we've done each year. We've had some different ones. This year we've got Hamilton Fab and Steel. That's one of our gold sponsors. Stutz Excavating. Tarrant and Harmon Real Estate, of course. Harmon Auction. And then, of course, Eclipse Car Wash.
Oh, wow.
So with that, and we've also got some silver donors, Red's Garage Door, Tycon Construction, and the Bank of Madison County.
What was the reason to start this event up? What was it, just something you guys were seeing a need for? Or?
When it all came together, we know that when you want to go see live music, it's hundreds of dollars now. It's not $20 and $30 and $40. If you go across the river to see an act, it's $100.
And an hour waiting to get out of that damn place, too.
So we thought we wanted to have an event right in Fosterburg, right outside of Alton, where it's easy access. People can get in. You're going to get to see a national act, and you can get in, get out, and you're right there by the house. Plus, you're in a community with people that you haven't seen. Something they said last year, a lot of people said, I seen people I haven't seen for years, and they just live right across town. So it's a neat thing to get to come out and do that, too.
Now, what time do you guys take the stage with the Harmons?
7.
Oh, cool. So you got an hour before?
Yeah.
Now, how are you guys preparing for this one? Is it just another show, or are you adding some fun into this one?
Well, I mean, we always try to throw something different in. I mean, we don't. But, so, tonight we'll have a practice or two, and we want to do the best job we can. But it's a social event. We like to come out and see everybody, and it's always a good time.
Well, and honestly, you guys always kick ass and take names. It really is. It's a fun show that you guys put on.
Thank you.
Well, and you guys can get tickets now for this. And how much are tickets?
Tickets are $20 before the day of the event, and they're $25 at the gate.
Really cool. And, with that being said, take me through the other sights and sounds of the event. What are we going to witness?
Well, you're going to see a lot of kids' activities that are going to be out there, which is super awesome. We kind of took that to a next level last year.
Sure, and we're going to do it again this year. Kids 10 and under are free.
Really?
Uh-huh. Wow. So we have bounce house. We have horse and carriage rides. Last year, the Fosterburg Fire Department brought a fire truck out and let all the kids get on it. And I think they're going to do that again this year. All the kids seem to really like that. With the gates opening at 5, we've got food trucks there. Of course, a beverage tent. So if you get there at 5, we got you covered. You bring the kids, and gates open at 5. There's food, drink, and then activities for the kids before the show even starts at 7.
Man, you got me at beer, tent, and good music.
You got me at kids' activities.
Yeah, there you
go. So.
Well, this is really cool. And how many did you guys kind of pull out for this event? I mean, it seemed like the last year we did pretty well.
The last couple of years have been between the 300, 400 mark on people.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's growing every year.
Yes.
So.
Well, and that's the other thing, too, to highlight. You hit it on it really well, Mark, is that it's not making you guys tens of thousands of dollars on this event. It's really just to do something to pull everybody together and share a great space, because Woodlands is a beautiful spot for anything.
The barn that's there, that's the event venue.
Get married there next year.
You are.
Yeah. That's where I saw him the other day. Signing the deal.
But it's perfect. Are you guys going to be playing at the barn?
It's at the barn.
Oh, okay. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Man, I put a lot of shots onto barn court.
Hopefully while no weddings are going on.
That's
We've used that barn both ways. So the first year we did have some rain, so we moved it into the barn, so we were still able to have it.
Wow.
And then the second year, we set the stage up at the edge, and everybody was out where it was nice and had a little breeze blowing. So hope for good weather this year, but it's rain or shine, we're having it. So
well, and honestly, this is a really cool event. You guys have done a great job the last couple of years with it, and to really have some really cool live music that no one has seen Wyatt around. I mean, this is the first time probably for a lot of people to encounter that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, and to even just hear the music from an original songwriter. You know, it has a different cadence to it, and they know, you know, they know with the feeling of the song and don't have to rehearse it a lot of times. You know, it's just theirs. How long does it take to book an act like Wyatt?
Typically, you know, you're at least a year in advance.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. So we set up last year as soon as we were done with the Foster Fest, which it was a success last year. Mm-hmm. We went right into planning for this year. So
wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I'm out at Woodlands every day, pretty much, and you know, I look forward to Foster Fest probably more so than any other day, because it really is a fun atmosphere. The music is always good. It is just, you know, you're going to see a plethora of different people. It is my favorite day of the year out at Woodlands. So.
Man, I love the idea of this, though. I mean, to really have another option to bring folks together, especially out in Fosterburg, where you don't get that many opportunities to have those community-wide events. But really, it's for the Riverbend region to come out and be a part of it too.
Yeah, for sure. And it gives the golf course great exposure to people that might not have been there before. Mm-hmm. And it's a beautiful backdrop with we've got 1 and 9. That are located right behind the barn, so the ambiance of it is second to none. So
if you find any of my golf balls, can you just give them back to me? You guys got a moment to take a break with me?
Yeah.
It's coming up on top of the hour, 9:59. A little bit of change on the 16th day of July. That's a Wednesday morning. We'll come back with more Foster Fest information for you right after this in the heart of the 618 on Roku and Riverbender.
Rock history hits the riverfront as multi-platinum powerhouse Puddle of Mud takes the stage. Hear fan favorites like She Hates Me and Psycho. Plus brand new tracks from their latest album. Get your tickets now, on sale through Metro Tips. Puddle of Mud, August 2nd at the Alton Amphitheater. Discover Del Mar Public House, located in Godfrey's historic Clifton Schoolhouse. Enjoy bold flavors like homemade falafel, fish and chips, and rotating pasta favorites. Relax with local beers, half-price wine bottles, and summer poutine nights. The only thing missing is you. Open Wednesday through Sunday. Del Mar Public House, where great food, drinks, and friends come together. DelmarPublicHouse.com.
This July, the fastest boats in the world take over the Mississippi. Catch the thrill of F1 powerboat racing July 18 to 20 at Riverfront Park in Alton, Illinois. Speed, rivals, champions. This is more than a race. It's the Midwest Nationals. Kicking off with the Meet and Greet Street Party July 18th from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. at Max and Downtown Alton. Cold beer and live music. Alton Midwest Nationals F1 powerboat racing July 18th to the 20th. Don't miss the action.
Throughout all life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you on your health and wellness journey. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. Your OSF primary care provider is there for every stage of life. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Late for work, but I don't drink whiskey. I don't know how it feels to hurt, but I ain't been
Welcome back. Oh, I thought I was getting another bill notification. I'm like, I can't take anymore. I'm like Joe Exotic. I'm never going to financially recover from this. Going down the pipeline. Just in a couple of days, on the 19th of July, that is a Saturday. I said Friday at first, so just disregard that first part of the conversation. And Dan's with us, not Joe. I just wanted to go back and clarify.
You've said several things wrong, but it's okay.
It's like the old Larry King method. You just let him keep talking. He'll figure it out at the end. You can get tickets on site the day of the event for $25, which is great for this much entertainment. You get from, 5 to 9 p.m., or roughly, or is he going to go longer than 9?
It'll go a little longer than that. It's usually 9:30, 10 for.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Man, for $25, you can't. I mean, that's not even a parking spot over at Verizon or whatever you call that place anymore.
Not at all.
Man, so take me through this. So what else is coming down the pipeline? I know there's bounce houses. Kids 10 and under are free. And if the kids are is there a ticket price for the bounce house or anything like that?
No,
that's
all
included.
Yeah.
Included.
What food trucks? Who are we having there?
We didn't. I didn't have that written down of who it was, and I'm sorry that
I know we got Pig on a Wing.
That's a
Steve and
staple.
Megan Walker. I'm trying to remember who else we have. I mean, I don't have the list either in front of me, unfortunately.
That's okay.
Great food.
CJ said plenty of things wrong today.
Right, yeah.
It's all right for us to have one mistake.
We apologize to our other food vendor trucks.
You're right. See, it's okay to just go to the damn event, and you'll find out everything
just
you need.
Yeah. You'll know.
But Foster Fest is that annual music fest. You guys started, 3 years ago? You guys aren't stopping this, are you?
We don't want to, no.
Well, and honestly, so right after the event, you plan for next year.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
God, that's
Start
wild
on the next
to me.
year.
So if you're just tuning in, this is a great lineup. Wyatt
McCubbin.
Oh, thank you. I am struggling today. It will be there playing at 8 p.m. The Harmons are going to open at 7. And are you guys going to play together at all?
We'll probably do a song at the end, a little jam session at the end with all of us, both bands, and it's usually a good time.
Now, I got a quick question. Do you guys,
No
rehearsal.
No.
You guys just wing it.
We'll just wing the last couple songs together.
Because the year that Mo Pitney, that was the first year. You
just get up there and do it.
Man, wow, that is super.
That's
cool.
talent, man.
It is talent.
That's talent. I could practice for 18 weeks and it'd sound worse than when I started. You know,
you wouldn't want me up there.
It's like me in golf. It just gets worse. That's why I don't take practice swings no more, Dan. I just hit.
Just hit it.
Yeah, just hit it. I'm. No one's filming me. Hopefully. Speaking of that, real quick, I know we're talking. Did you see the hockey player that got into the golf fight up there at a golf course? He was actually a coach, and some guy was drinking and kept giving him all this trouble. So he finally had enough and balled him up like a hockey fight. It was hilarious.
Where?
Up in Canada somewhere.
I thought you meant at the Woodlands.
Oh, no. No, that would have been awesome.
I did see the video.
That was boom, bang, bang. It's like we get humiliated while you're getting beat up. There's no coming back from it.
People need to remember that golf is it's a gentleman's game, and keep it light out.
And hockey
there.
players know how to fight. You don't want to mess with those guys. The gates open at 5 p.m. for Foster Fest, which is on the 19th. That's Friday. You can get tickets. Actually, it's super easy. Just go to fosterfestalton.com, and that's fosterfestalton.com. Watch this. There's the website. You go click down. Buy tickets. Look how easy that is. And you're getting taken over to the website. $20 before the event starts on Saturday, and it's $25 when you get there. But 5 hours of entertainment for $20 or $25, you can't go wrong on that.
No.
And so do you guys just try to make it a point to keep things as affordable as you can for this?
Yes. Yeah. Yep. It's a bare minimum of what it takes to cover it. Like I said earlier, with our gold and silver sponsorships with the different companies that help out with that, it makes it to where it can be done. Without them, it couldn't be done because it wouldn't cover it. So.
Yeah, I mean, and if you're, if drinks are your thing, we keep those reasonably priced as well. I think it's $4 for a beer.
You can't beat that.
You can't beat that.
Shoot.
Thankfully, we have Donald Wald bringing the beer tent out, and or the beer truck, I should say. So we'll have plenty of stuff to drink and eat
with the food trucks there. What's nice about it is that the gates open at 5, and you've got 5 hours to start. You can have food, you can have kids at the bounce house. There's carriage rides. Last year, like I said earlier, the Fallsburg Fire Department brought out one of the fire trucks. Kids got to climb on it.
Kids love those things.
Love
that. They do.
It's crazy. Those touch a truck events, like I always thought, okay, that's kind of cool. Those things are like line stackers.
And with it being free, with kids 10 and under are free.
Yeah.
Mom and dad can come out, have the kids, you've got food, you've got everything you need in one spot for 5 hours.
Well, especially because so many times parents don't go because that extra ticket price sometimes, you know, it could get costly, but to really do it that way is fantastic. I think it's a really, really cool thing. And now the carriage rides, now what are the carriage rides like? Are they just around the premises?
Yeah, take them around the premises, Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's awesome. Mm-hmm. And now, do you need to register for those or just kind of show up in line and wait?
Show up in line. And
you're there at the
you
event.
guys are kicking ass with this. This is so much easier because you don't have to worry about did we get pre-registered or what time do we have to be there and all that stuff.
Well, it just so happens that a lot of us that are involved in the event have a lot of kids.
Yeah.
So we know what it is. Yeah, we know what it is when you can
this.
show up at one spot and everything's covered.
I'd venture to say that Mark is, I think the Harmon and the Hamilton family is probably the biggest combined family in the Metro East.
We're not related to each other.
Right.
Well, we're combined.
You're
through
combined.
marriage.
Yeah.
I would second that one. I'd second that one,
There's
Senator.
There's a lot.
But you have 2 hours when skates open to kind of hang out, see everything, and just relax. And then music kicks off at 7 with the Harmons. Now, how often do you guys rehearse?
We don't rehearse very often.
That's what I was wondering.
We only have a couple shows a year now. We used to play all the time, and as kids growing up, we traveled and played. And now everything's so busy with the real estate company and the auction house. You know how everybody gets busy. Well, we kind of keep it down to 2 shows a year. We play at the Lewis and Clark College in January, and then this is the other event that we have during the summer. So
does it ever is it just like riding a bike for you guys, kind of? You know, where
people fall off bikes, but it comes back to you when you get ready to play. But yeah,
that's funny.
This is freaking awesome. How are things looking at Woodlands? Tee times and everything filling up pretty quick.
Going good. I was running a little bit behind today because we had our junior golf program out there last week and this week. Total of about 60 kids. So. That's growing every year. Finally getting some usage out of the driving range. It's not open to the general public yet, but that will be coming down the pike pretty soon.
This year or next year, do you think?
I think it'll be this year. We're making some moves on it here soon, and we've got a stacked fall ahead of us with tournaments and high school activities. So it's important that we do get that driving range open and. The weather really hasn't done us many favors over the spring. We had to do a little bit of dirt work. So, but the other guys that are more versed in that kind of stuff are taking over that. Those responsibilities to get it open. So
that's really cool. I mean, it really is going to be a great addition to Woodlands. And you know what I'm doing? Mark, I don't know if I told you this. I'm actually doing a running tally of the different roads that I put golf balls in and almost caused car accidents. So I don't know if it's Harris or if it's Pierce Lane, but one.
Probably many balls going to both roads.
Yeah. Well, I'm telling you, I think I put a whole cart or a whole just container of them, 12, just right in the road at the same.
Road?
Well, I wasn't quitting. I wasn't giving up. I'm determined.
You were determined to hit a car.
I guess, I have a wicked slice. And
I always just tell CJ, just don't tell anybody where you're at.
Yeah.
You always hit a good shot. So.
Gates open again at 5 p.m. and music kicks off at 7. You guys play for about an hour?
Yeah.
Okay, and then right afterwards, Wyatt comes in, and this is so cool. If you guys have never heard like one of those rider rounds out of Nashville, or just even heard one of the music writers out there, it's so fascinating to hear their take on the song.
Well,
too.
The greatest thing about it is it's going to be him, and he's bringing a full band with him.
Right,
so
it's not acoustic.
It's the full band. So he's going to be doing some of his songs he's written over the last couple years, plus some other covers, and it's going to be a great time.
I wanted to write songs, but I would end up on a watch list, I feel like, somewhere. So with that being said, his band, are they all songwriters too, or is this his traveling band that...
a couple are songwriters, but they're coming right out of Nashville. So everybody, usually when you get a band that's coming from there, you usually get some good talent.
I'd say so. That's a keep swimming or drown city for music.
Sure.
That's what else should we talk about when it comes to Foster Fest?
Well, I just think about what I want to just stress to everybody is that, like we've spoken about, it's not a big profit for the Woodlands. The whole point of this, when it started 3 years ago, was to have an event with some national music, stuff for kids to do, and a place where you can go and see all local friends that maybe you don't get to see very often, and it brings the community together. So
mission accomplished.
Yeah.
And Dan, any final thoughts on Foster Fest?
Just is my favorite day of the year. It really is. It's a fantastic event. I'd behoove anybody to come out and give it a shot. I mean, the entry to get in is not very high. So what are you going to lose?
What I like that you mentioned earlier is that some of the people are coming to golf that day because they were there last year on the same day, and it's the event going on. And
seriously,
it's a good day to come out and golf too.
Yeah, we got a group that has told me that they wanted to know when Foster Fest was because they bring about 20 people out and they
golf during the day and then stay for the event.
That's
super cool.
Yeah, it doesn't impede the golf activity. You know, it's pretty much wrapped up by 6, 7 o'clock or whatnot. So but it would be kind of cool to be out on the golf course and hearing the bands play. You know,
that's awesome. I
can't hurt many people's games. You know?
No, that's for sure. It might even help you. Who knows?
It might even
give
help,
you some tempo or some rhythm in that swing. You know,
a lot of people are playing golf with music now, so on the golf cart. So why not have a band?
Exactly. You know, I think I'm going to get one of those boom boxes from the '90s and strap it on there. And
I've
start
seen it done.
Have you really?
I've
that's even better. Mark,
talking to you, Chris Hankhouse.
Mark, how's everything else going with the business? Is life good?
Yeah, life's good. Businesses are good. I know everybody's happy at the Woodlands. The real estate end of my life and the auction side's good too.
Good.
Just no complaints.
There you go. Well, you're not going to have any complaints either when you stop by on Saturday. Gates open at 5 p.m. Fun for the whole family. Food trucks, a beer tent. I'm there for the beer tent and some great music. I might go in the food. A carriage ride sounds fun. That's actually kind of cool. That actually would be kind of cool. Gates open at 5 p.m. Music at 7. Bring your kiddos. Have some fun. Kids 10 and under are free. You're $20 if you get your tickets now, or you can go the day of the event and get them for $25. But that's 5 hours of entertainment with a really great band and the Harmons, and then Wyatt's going to be there just really rocking and rolling. Join them at the barn, and I might see you there too myself at the Woodlands Golf Club, 2839 Harris Lane in Alton. Anything else for now?
That's it for us.
There we go. 10:15, little bit of change. More Daily Show next, right after this.
Attila Fest is coming to Alton Amphitheater on July 26th. Presented by D. Smith Promotions, hosted by Reason to Doubt Podcast. Don't miss your chance to see Big Boogie and Boozy Badass live on stage with special guests Dirty Mugs, Borderline, Marquise Knox, and NKG Band. For VIP and slots, call Queen at 314-967-8999. Attila Fest. Don't miss it.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
When I got in the car accident at the ER, they gave me a prescription of hydrocodone, and over time, it took more medication to mask the pain. I moved over to drug seeking and found heroin and fentanyl. I went to the Centerstone rehab facility, and it was the best decision I ever made in my life. I have my own car, I have a job, there's nothing holding me back anymore.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
If you're in Tintin or in Berlin, make it a spin move or else you'll win. And then begin to see what you're doing to me. This MTV is not for free. It's OPC is killing me. So desperately I'll sing the other.
Welcome back. Look who I found. Lacy.
Ta-da!
Oh, man. All I know is that they should have changed the the words in The Wizard of Oz.
To what?
Children, balloons, and bears.
Oh.
Oh, my.
Oh, my.
So you were telling me a little bit before we got on the air during the break that this auto body, a tire shop,
Yep.
decided it would be really smart if we caged a live bear or bears, plural.
2 bears.
And let the kiddos go in and check out the bears in a bear cage while mom and dad got their tires.
Well, they didn't get to go in the bear cage
as
far as I know. But so Winkler Tire Service filling station. So you could buy tires, you could buy gas. Opened.
They were also tax prepared. No, that they.
I don't know. Maybe I was reading about someone earlier who sold coal and insurance in the late 1800s.
Coal
and insurance. So who knows? But so Winkler Tire Service had been around for 10 years, but then they built this new fireproof, fancy building. And so I saw this ad, and it just says, "Bring the children to see the bears and get a balloon, July 11th, Saturday, Winkler Tire Service, 7th and Bell." And I made the very wrong assumption that the bears were just going to be there on that day.
Oh, yeah. Like a normal person. Okay.
And it turns out that the owner built a bear cage, as you mentioned, in the parking lot and put 2 bear cubs in it so that children would have something to do while their parents were at the filling station so they wouldn't be bored. And you could feed peanuts and sweets. I don't know what kind of sweets they were feeding bears to these bears. And then another part of the enclosure, they didn't put it on the ad, but another part of the enclosure was squirrels. So bears and squirrels, you got to, and I'm surprised, I feel like a bear would try to grab a squirrel, but they were in separate sections.
What type of bear was it?
I don't know.
If it was a black bear, not really, because they're more omnivores. They like fruits and veggies.
Bear facts.
I actually have a lot of information about animals. That was
bears.
my weird tick.
Really?
Oh my God, I've watched so many documentaries and read so many books on animals. It's crazy. Kind of people look at me different now.
No, I love animals, and I love bear facts. But I hadn't thought about that. But you're right. If it were like a grizzly,
if it's a grizzly, there's no way that cage is holding it.
If it was a black bear or something, that would be. Maybe not.
What's the water feature? So they had a water feature in this cage?
Okay.
Is it just a hose that was strapped in there?
I'm going to tell you about this word choice because this is there's a backstory to this.
There's a backstory.
So I had quoted the article which said a water hold. And then Faith was like, what does that mean? Did they mean water hole? And I said, I don't know. Faith is our editor. She's amazing. She edits all my articles before they come here. I said, I don't know, but I'll just change it to water feature because I looked up hold and I didn't know if that was right. And it could have been hole, but I didn't know if it would be a hole because it's a parking lot. And so, but who knows? I mean, this was 1925. It might not have been paved.
Hence the first appearance of the Gordon Moore sinkhole. That's where it all started.
Right. Yeah. Because I wasn't sure. So when I quote something directly and then it's too confusing or you think it might be a mistake, I try to change it with Faith's help into something that is more general so that I'm not wrong. I don't know what water feature was.
You know what? I can't imagine it being much. Unless maybe I'm wrong and there's this glorious pond and with some rocks. I don't know. I don't think a tire shop's doing. I hope the descendants of this Winkler tire are not getting mad at me for.
Oh, I don't think so. I mean, we had a smoking goat before. This isn't even that.
I will say the smoking goat was impressive. I want him back. If you can smoke that much, I want him on the street corner. I think we could make tons of money off of this.
The Visitors Bureau can.
PETA's going to charge me to pay the goat now and all that stuff. So they had 2,000 small balloons.
2,000 small balloons and one huge balloon that was over the parking lot. So the balloons were just for opening day. The bears were forever.
Okay, how do you find bears in 1925?
I don't know.
What's the phone call? Do you just phone up north and say, I need to wrangle in 2 black bear?
You know what? I would not even be surprised if it was an ad in the paper that was do you have 2 bear cubs? Bring them to Winkler Auto Shop.
It's the first version of Craigslist.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I don't know, and I wish I knew what kind of bears. I know they were cubs because they said that, but I don't know what happened later. I tried to look up bears and Winkler Tire Service, and I never found another mention again. But in the grand opening ads in the newspaper, they had a picture, and if you zoom in, you can actually see where it says bear, bears. Like you can see the bear cage. It's pretty big. It's not easy to see it, but you can see the word bears.
I am pulling it up here.
Yeah, look like in the corner.
Oh, yeah, right here.
Yeah.
See, it doesn't look very big to you?
Wait, what do you mean? It doesn't look big or it does look big? I mean, it's not big,
Hold
but
on
it's
here.
like
I'm gonna show the
permanent. It's permanent.
This thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be the bear cage.
Yes.
Where is this at now?
It's at 7th and Bell. I don't know what's there now. I should have looked at that, but I didn't.
But, you know, just imagine, okay?
Yes.
I've looked at, like, old zoo photos from,
Mhm.
like, the 1900s.
Yeah.
And it is crazy, the tight, confined spaces
it's
these
horrible.
animals were.
It's
but
horrible.
honestly, like, if you look at what he did with his cage, comparatively speaking to the time of what other zoos were doing for their cages, it's honestly not too far off.
That's a really good point. This looks extremely cruel, and it is. It's
It is,
inhumane.
yeah, now we know. Yeah.
But zoos in the 1920s were also inhumane.
Yeah.
So I think with a lot of the things we talk about, there's so much societal, like what was acceptable societally. And
that's why I wanted to point that, because honestly,
Yeah.
like, he did put some effort. It wasn't like, oh, I'm sitting there with my gut hanging out and my cigarette, I'm going to build a bear cage. And like, he actually really did care enough
Yeah.
to put some thought into this.
Yeah, and I think he truly, like...
Or her. I don't know who's in charge.
it was Red Winkler. He had a real name, but that's what everybody called him.
Why was the nickname Red so prominent back then? Have you ever, like, picked up, like, on
Yeah.
nicknames back in the day?
I think anyone with red hair got nicknamed Red. I'm serious.
I could be. I don't know.
But... yeah, so he did it because he wanted kids to not be bored.
Okay, this is where I find it fascinating. So the main attraction were the bears, especially for the children.
Yes.
But many of the elders, I like that,
yeah.
went through the fireproof building, end quote. So the bears were okay for them, but they had to see the state-of-the-art fireproof building.
Yes.
Was this actually a new thing back, like, in the 20s?
I think it was, I don't know if it was like new, but whenever they did build a fireproof building, it was
A big deal.
impressive, and
Wow.
people would come and look at it. And yeah, because I mean, so much fire destroyed so much in that time period, and like before that. I mean,
When was-
1924
when
was
did
when
City Hall-
City Hall
was that
1924? Yeah, so this is right after, you know, in everybody's mind, we've had these huge fires, and so they're building fireproof.
Oh, where's she going here? Our next guest. I need, like, signs. So they had a ladies' restroom, men's restroom.
Yes.
Telephone.
Yes.
A Western Union clock.
A Western Union clock.
Very specified. And
Yes.
an ice-cold water fountain.
Ice cold.
It was actually
yes.
hooked up to his kitchen sink.
It was part of it. It was the bear water feature.
So, was it really a success, though, this big old, like, shaboozy?
I think so. They gave out like 2,000 balloons. How many? Thousands of people came. Thousands of people came. I don't know how many thousand, but that means at least 2.
Now, here's my thing, though. Back in the day with these articles, I'm like, thousands of people showed up. Did they hand count them?
Okay, here's the thing. If it's after the event, I feel like you can trust it more. But if it's before the event, they'll say, we think this is going to be the best attended concert or parade or whatever that Alton has ever seen. Because the first couple times I saw that, I was impressed. And then I was like, wait a second. They always say this. So,
but I mean, I thought about this because there was a time where, like, I used to just always keep a ballpark when someone says, our attendance was, 455, and I'm like, well, I hand counted 22, so I don't know where you multiplied this at, but no, there's 22 here. There's not 450. There's not 1,000.
Right.
There's maybe 100.
I
guess you would know with the balloons, because if they.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, seriously. Like, actually, now that I'm thinking about this, I mean, you would know if you bought 3,000 balloons and handed out 2,000 of them.
Mm-hmm. And the question about that is, though, it says that they bought 2,000, or they had available 2,000 small balloons for children, and then it says thousands of people came. So I don't know if they handed out every balloon. Also, having balloons near a squirrel and bear enclosure sounds bad for all kinds of reasons.
Well, it also says they gave out packets of cigarettes to the kids. No, okay.
I was like, you know what?
You wouldn't be surprised.
I was checking.
But now that you say that, though, like, I just don't get the squirrels. Okay, like, the bear, totally understand the attraction, but everyone has squirrels here. Like, they didn't just like.
Oh, CJ.
Uh-oh.
Oh, CJ, there's a whole squirrel thing.
No way.
I don't know if it's related to this.
Stop.
But like they used to bring squirrels into public parks like in the city to teach people empathy for animals.
Stop.
Look this. This is one of my favorite.
You're going to teach me some things.
I'm obsessed with this fact. They would like into urban parks because didn't have a lot of interactions with wild animals, and so it was a way for them to like see something cute and care about it. The squirrel thing. So I don't know if that would have been the right time period for like people to be excited about squirrels for that reason, because we're not a city. I mean, we're a city, but like you still had opportunities to. Go into the country here.
This is wild. Squirrels were purposely introduced to American cities.
Yes.
This is wild to me.
Yes. It was shocking when I first learned about this. Like,
no way.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. This is incredible.
Yeah.
So they really did. Like, they just catch them out in the... How do you catch a squirrel? Like with a net?
I don't know.
Maybe some cage. I guess you can catch them with a cage, but that's not fun.
We could do a whole show on just squirrels in urban parks.
No kidding.
And how they got there and why. And
that is like
there
incredible.
are like pictures of people with squirrels. I don't know.
Is that why like the squirrels and the birds at Disney World don't get scared of people? Or stuff like that? Or is that just enough interaction and a volume
thing?
They're
probably just so super used to it.
Did they introduce squirrels here?
I'm not sure. I know it was like I don't know for sure what parks, but I'm thinking like Central Park in New York City, like that
I
level.
didn't realize how big that park
was.
Like I always envisioned like a little kind of green space. And then I looked it up the other day. I'm like, that is a whole city in itself.
Yeah, it's huge.
That's wild to me.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people that worked on this building. Hell Run. Well, it's crazy to think like Hell Run construction. You know, that's really cool.
I know.
They designed and built the new building.
Mm-hmm.
H.L. Winter Manufacturing, Midland Supply Co., Alton Plumbing and Heating, and H.K. Johnston Hardware. The building, a wonderful improvement to the Bell Street vicinity.
Yes, and he was apparently going to plant a bunch of plants and flowers.
Did he get
out there
it?
too? Did he? Well, it said he planned to, and then they didn't have a follow-up article.
I wonder if one of the bears got mouthy with the reporter. Like at night though, like do they just leave the bears in that cage at night? I mean, you're never have to worry about a break-in because I'm sorry, ain't nobody touching that bear cage,
Yeah.
Maybe you just let them roam free in the shop.
I think they were still in the cage.
Yeah.
But I also don't know, kids were allowed to feed the bears and the squirrels.
Did they throw it at them?
That I don't know.
I hope not.
I don't know. I mean, kids can...
They were mean back then. I mean, we talked about the kid that lit a whole bunch of firecrackers in that one kid's pocket, remember?
I think kids have always been...
That's true.
...mean. But I mean, that's like, not like children are mean, but like, we have to figure out what impulses to ignore to be a good person, and children haven't always mastered their impulse control yet.
All right. Let's do this and take a quick break.
Okay.
It's 10:29, little bit of change. We'll talk with Lacy next after this one.
Oh no, another bad headache? Yeah. Maybe it's time to see your doctor.
OSF Healthcare can handle all of your family's primary care needs, including diagnosing health issues or referring you to a specialist. Schedule an appointment today.
For the biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit AltonToyota.com or stop by their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Munganess Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers, and they will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Munganess Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Munganess Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
With over
20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Welcome back. That wore me out. That was a big welcome back.
Okay.
It takes a lot out of you. It's like, I don't know how many welcome backs I got left,
Right, you gotta conserve your energy.
You start the career wanting to say it, now you're winding down and going, oh man, I don't know if I got too many welcome backs left.
You might have to change what you say. Mix it up.
I don't know how I do that.
We'll have to brainstorm.
Yeah. I don't think this guy brainstormed too hard with his bear cage. I'm just going to be honest. It was brilliant because a lot of people showed up. They're saying thousands. I'm going to say hundreds just because, that's just the type of person I am. But honestly, was this the only bear enclosure around?
See, I would say yes, but I don't know anymore.
That's what I'm figuring out the more we talk about these articles. I'm like, what the hell was going on back then? People are like, man, there's all these problems around here, CJ. I'm like, do you not see it? We had smoking goats, kids lighting firecrackers in other kids' pockets and literally blowing them up. We had it all. And we learned how to play games.
We learned how to play games.
I just don't know. I'm more interested in the squirrels now. I'm just going to be honest with you. The bears were fun. But the fact, I don't know. My two grandpas had this thing. My other grandpa's, Bob, is still doing well and all that. So he feeds the squirrels and everything, and they come up right to him like a domesticated pet. And I'm
does he feed him in his hand?
Pretty close.
Wow.
I don't know. The other day I went to his. There was powdered donuts on the deck for these things, and I'm like, you're gonna kill them. They're gonna have heart attacks here in about. But my grandpa Charlie, when he was still, oh my God, he'd sit there and smoke cigarettes and just feed him bread and nuts and all these things, and they treated it like it was like an emperor. They just showed up and begged for food, And my biggest thing is what happens if those things are rabid, Did I tell you about my rabid squirrel story?
No.
I thought there was a dead squirrel or chipmunk. It was a cross. I'm telling you, this thing was it was like a Honda Accord, a lot of city miles on it. The rim's falling off, barely could start up. And I'm like, well, I'll save this little guy or put him out in the yard and bury him, give him a proper.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Halloween when Michael Myers wakes up and he just kind of sits up? That's what that damn thing did to me. I swear to you. So I'm sitting there and it pops up. I'm like, oh my God, this thing could only move its back legs. Okay, front legs would not work. It waved its arms and it charged me. Okay.
Oh my God.
Have you ever seen one of those frilled lizards that run around? That's what it looked like while it was. I'm like, oh my God. And I didn't know what to do. I'm like, do I kick it? Then I'm the bad guy, So I let it charge at me and I just took a step to the side and fell over again.
I think that was the right decision.
But what happens if those things were there? We could have had a rabies infestation. Outbreak. You can't really infest with rabies, but you can have an outbreak.
Yeah, that's true. That's an alternate timeline, CJ.
I don't know.
I don't know where we'd be today.
A smaller section of the cage. So they were in the same cage?
Yeah, that's why I said I would feel but there was separation.
A metal bar.
But that's why I said that I was surprised that the bears didn't try to eat them.
That's why I was so. I'm like, they were outside. I just thought they were normal squirrels, so they were outside the cage.
No.
Oh my
goodness.
No,
they had another section in the cage.
What was going on back here?
I don't know.
Oh my! Just imagine though. I want to know the feeding technique. We're just stick your little hand in there.
Right. I don't know. Every time I write an article, I have dozens of questions and no one to ask.
Is there anybody that's 110 around here?
I feel like even if they wouldn't have used the memory that they have for this.
You never know. You never know. Okay. I don't know. I'm just saying, I would like to maybe 115.
Yeah.
Man, we're getting close to not having anybody left to talk about these things.
I should switch to what was happening 50 years ago so we can ask people.
No, because there's people. No, too close to home.
Why do you think I'm doing 100?
You know how many phone calls we'd get? Ooh. That's my uncle you're talking about, or my aunt.
I know.
But honestly, I just am so fascinated by these damn squirrels. So they put them in a cage like they were a zoo attraction.
Yeah. And you could feed them peanuts.
Do they not know that there were still squirrels around? Like, were there no squirrels ever, and then we just brought these squirrels? Like, that's what I'm curious about.
Oh, like what the native squirrels were?
Because we had squirrels.
We had squirrels, I think. I don't trust anything anymore.
I don't. I'm just
my
like...
world, writing these articles has made me just... I don't understand.
You're just walking through life now.
Just like, you can tell me things and I will believe it all. It's not that it's made me more gullible. It's just made me more like open to things being different than what I expected.
Oh my goodness. Ever since you started writing that song or those stories, you're like walking around now like Time of Your Life's playing, you know, and everything, you know, something unpredictable. And you're walking around, you're just kind of like, man, what's up? What's down anymore? Did we have squirrels 100 years ago?
Right, like I didn't know. These are not philosophical questions.
No, these are very simple, logical thoughts. It's like, why did we bring in squirrels to a bear enclosure? Why was there a goat smoking 2 packs of cigarettes a day or eating them? Like, I don't know. Who was running the city in 1925? Was it Elmer Fudd? Was it, you know?
And like a lot of it too, I mean, laws were different, so you could kind of do whatever you wanted. So even if somebody very legit was running things, it doesn't mean that weird, crazy stuff wasn't still happening.
Winkler,
well, it's like with the plane stuff, like right after World War I, when they didn't really have any rules about planes, and so we've talked about like the trick planes and stuff, and then for like 5 years they had trick planes, and then the aviation department, whoever, was like, this isn't safe, and then they made all the laws. So like sometimes we end up in these like bubbles of no law. Go ahead.
I just wanted to read this headline.
Please.
Winkler opening is a gala event. Many flowers.
Many flowers. Yep. There was a section of that article that talked about how he was just surrounded with bouquets of flowers that people had sent.
Did they throw them to the bears?
I don't know.
So they could have sat there and...
Victory.
There you go. It's not Goldilocks, but you do get tires while you go see the bears, so that's good. Any other surprises on this one?
The whole thing was just a surprise. I was. This is not what I was going to write about this week, and then I saw that ad, and I was like, "Well,
I got to know more about these.
This changes
squirrels.
Everything.
I got to know more about these squirrels. That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
What are you writing about next week?
Oh shoot!
This week. Next week.
I haven't written it yet. So I had a couple things that I pulled, but I'm not sure. Vintage Voices is coming up, and we have the meeting tonight with all of the actors who I give their packets. And I've been printing all that out and getting it in order, and then realizing there were other things that I needed to research or gaps or whatever. So I don't know. It'll be a surprise for me and you.
So busy season is upon us.
Oh gosh, yeah.
It has been upon you.
It has been. Yes. Yes.
I think that we need to get a business to bring in some bears. Do you remember when the mall had tigers?
We should do that. Yeah, that's not. Yeah.
I want to know what group brought those tigers.
Oh, it was the Tiger King group.
Was it really?
Yes.
No way.
Yeah.
No way. Because I still have a picture with them.
I'm like,
man, now I got to know if Joe Exotic was there.
He was not. I did some research about this.
Did you really? Oh,
yes.
God, that's what you got to write about. Hell with that. Drew Alton 10 years ago or 20. I got to know more about these damn tigers. I even thought that for the longest damn time.
Yeah.
I said, this has got to be the Tiger King.
Yes,
Or it was that Carol Baskin. She killed her husband.
It was that company. It was his company, but he wasn't here.
Probably had a warrant out somewhere.
Yeah, I probably couldn't step foot in a mall. There's security.
We got to know more about the mall tigers.
Yeah. So I feel like this, like, again, like the goat one, like we need a disclaimer. Like CJ and I don't think that animals should be in small cages in entire parking lots. Like this was 1925. It wasn't good at the time, but like it's fun to talk about because it's 100 years ago.
Right.
But like it's not a good thing that we would want to actually happen.
Yeah, now if someone decided to do this again and build a tiny cage
Yeah.
with bears, you'd hear me having a different tone today. Because I'd be like, this moron needs to get mauled by one of these and call it a day.
This
you
is
know
why we do 100 years ago.
Yeah, this is why. I still think a Tiger King follow-up would be... Maybe I could call him from prison.
I feel like the people would probably like that.
I could call him from prison.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll pay for the collect call. Like, I don't care. Were you in Alton? Yeah, we were there.
We have because it was right outside the library.
Yes,
at
it
Alton
was.
Mall, so
I
we
know.
have photos.
I remember petting the cub, and the
Yeah.
mom tiger was not having a good day.
I can't imagine bringing a mom tiger to a shopping mall.
Bringing a mom tiger to a knife fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the mom tiger is who I would bet on.
I'd pick the tiger any day of the.
Yeah.
You know, at Busch Gardens in Tampa, you can play tug of war with the tiger. They have it through like the enclosure, so they just pulls the rope, and you're like,
Okay.
I can't pull this back, and you're like, yeah, because that tiger's gonna rip you in the arm that you have off.
I hope that the tiger enjoys it. Is it like an enrichment activity?
Yeah, they put like little treats on it. and
Okay.
all that.
Okay.
I guess.
Yeah.
I'm going to err on the side of caution on that one. Lacey, it's always good talking with you.
You too.
And I cannot wait to learn more about the Tiger King.
Yeah. All right.
We'll take a quick break. 10:42, a little bit of change. We'll talk with the Salvation Army and get their thoughts on the impact of community Christmas in July. Did you get your raffle tickets?
No.
Do you want to win
need to.
$3,500 in cash or vacations?
Cash or vacation?
Yeah, there's 6 prizes, or you could win a side of beef. like a literally a big old chunk of that sucker.
Got it.
Man, I don't know. I just hope I win. $3,500 would be nice. I don't know if I can buy tickets as a ticket seller.
I don't know. I mean, if it's a raffle and you're not the one pulling it, I feel like you should be able to.
It sounds like a good winner to me.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to buy my own tickets. 10:42, a little bit of change. Lacey, thanks so much for stopping by.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
More Daily Show next.
Oh no, another bad headache? Yeah. Maybe it's time to see your doctor.
OSF Healthcare can handle all of your family's primary care needs, including diagnosing health issues or referring you to a specialist. Schedule an appointment today.
For the biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit AltonToyota.com or stop at their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Munganess Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers, and they will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Munganess Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Munganess Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Rock history hits the riverfront as multi-platinum powerhouse Puddle of Mud takes the stage. Hear fan favorites like She Hates Me and Psycho. Plus brand new tracks from their latest album. Get your tickets now, on sale through Metro Tips. Puddle of Mud, August 2nd at the Alton Amphitheater. Discover Del Mar Public House, located in Godfrey's historic Clifton Schoolhouse. Enjoy bold flavors like homemade falafel, fish and chips, and rotating pasta favorites. Relax with local beers, half-price wine bottles, and summer poutine nights. The only thing missing is you. Open Wednesday through Sunday. Del Mar Public House, where great food, drinks, and friends come together. DelMarPublicHouse.com.
This July, the fastest boats in the world take over the Mississippi. Catch the thrill of F1 powerboat racing July 18 to 20 at Riverfront Park in Alton, Illinois. Speed, rivals, champions. This is more than a race. It's the Midwest Nationals. Kicking off at the Meet and Greet Street Party July 18th from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. at Max and Downtown Alton. Cold beer and live music. Alton Midwest Nationals F1 powerboat racing July 18th to the 20th. Don't miss the action.
Throughout all life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you on your health and wellness journey. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. Your OSF primary care provider is there for every stage of life. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Welcome back. Cassie.
Hey!
This is the first time I've said your name correctly leading in.
You know what? But hey, we got it. We got it. It was because we had the Red Bulls on tap. We were set and ready
Always
to go.
taken care of. Thank you so much. How is Salvation Army doing?
I'm telling you, we are staying busy. As you can imagine, we've got, although it's summer, we're already planning for Christmas. We've got summer programs that we offer Monday through Thursday for all the kiddos that are free, and staying busy with pantry and Bible studies and all the different programming. We just started a new walking program. We don't know what it means to slow down. We just want to keep engaging and wrapping around the community, but doing great things.
Yeah.
Just staying busy, but we can't do it without everybody, that's for sure.
Well, and honestly, like I learned about your Bible study about 5 minutes ago, you know, and like just learning more about what you guys do each and every day. And I mean, it's a lot of work. How many families do you guys serve now?
So with which program?
Oh,
with which program? So like we've got.
Are you serious? Is it that intensive?
Dude, so like, yeah, so like there's a lot that we've got going on. I probably should have brought a flyer for you. I'm sorry, brother.
No, you're fine.
So Mondays through Thursday, we offer a free summer program for the kiddos that would be in school age. So that's kindergarten through high school, and each day they do something different. So, for instance, today they're learning different music board stuff. We've got one of our staff members that knows how to do all this cool stuff that you do, and then does little snippets with the kids. We also have Tia's Table, and she does crafting with the kids. We've got SA Gaming, where there's consoles where the kids can play video games together and compete with other Salvation Armies across the division.
Wow.
And we've got free open basketball. We've got board game days. So all of that happens, and the kids eat lunch with us. So all that's taken care of, as well as we're getting ready to enter into a cooking class for the kids. And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we've got food pantry. And then on Wednesdays, we've got Bible study. And then on Mondays, we've got pizza ministry. And we stay busy, brother. We stay busy.
All I know is I got to quit complaining about my schedule here, because you guys are actually busy.
Oh, you're busy too.
And
sure.
I'm busy-minded, you know. But I mean, I didn't. But it's great to hear a little bit more about that. Now, are those just for the families that you guys serve, or can the
whole community?
Okay, now that's what I was curious about.
Yeah.
For next year or any other opportunities.
Yep. So we're going to be starting our after-school program, kicking back in once school gets started. And last year we had almost 60 kids registered, and that's a free program. And Alton school districts, we've got it set up where the buses drop off the kids to us, and then the parents can pick them up from us. And they are with us from about 3 till 6, and they get dinner. We do homework help. They have fun little things we do each day. So, I mean, anybody can jump in and sign up on those things. So we've got things people can dive in on. We've got a movie night that we've been doing once a month for families just to come and partake and enjoy and just do something out of the heat.
Much needed right now. The humidity is crazy today.
It is gross, dude.
I am not walking outside. My hair will fall out because of this hairspray. It's not humidity control hairspray. It's not going to last. I didn't know
that was even a thing.
There is. There is a thing. I know something about sprays. That's what.
Okay. All right. I'm going to take your word for it.
But it's good to know a little bit more about this for the community too, to realize that, your guys' impact is so much far reaching than hell even I thought. And I've had you on the show multiple times and have, spoke with you guys. When it comes to, this Friday, which is Christmas in July, is the big day. Well, that's why, we were talking about bringing you guys on, because the impact of Community Christmas is huge for Salvation Army.
Absolutely. It is massive. So because of all the efforts from Community Christmas last year, we were able to have up to $10,000 to go and spend to help out, which, can I tell you, was so needed, because we ended up with more families than what we expected.
Are you serious?
I am so serious. So it was nothing but Jesus. So thank you to Margaret and the Freer girls and the family and to the community, everybody who participated, because it made it, you made it possible.
Yeah.
And it's so tough, because we've got so many families that are, as I was sharing with you yesterday, CJ, that we had so many families that came to us and said, listen, I am working 2-3 jobs. I'm trying to make ends meet. And I have to decide between my electric bill or my pantry bill. I can't figure out how to make Christmas work.
Yeah.
And that is when the Lord just provided through this incredible community and through Community Christmas to make sure we could wrap around these families and help them have an amazing Christmas.
Well, and we were talking too, and it's a stress level. I mean, when things are already going bad, and bills are tight, and it's like, what are we going to do tomorrow? You throw in Christmas, and then that family dynamic takes a big hit around that time. And, even if it's one of those things, it helps for a couple of months, just calm things down because we got that normal experience as a family, or it sets the pace of, hey, we got this help this year, and maybe we ought to do it next year, but let's hunker down. We got this together. It sparks this new life, I'm sure, into those families.
Without a doubt. It's a springboard into hope,
yes,
right? Giving that choice. And one of the things that that CJ and I were able to talk about was one of the cool things that we've been able to do with Christmas on top of Angel Tree, which is where you grab a tag, and every tag represents a kiddo. So whatever that kiddo gets with that tag, we make sure that, the family all matches, if you will. But then the parents have the opportunity to then choose additional items from them.
Right.
So they're getting to choose that piece, which I think helps so much, because when you are in a crisis mode and you're like, but having the ability to choose for your baby is so huge. And the impact of some of the stories.
Because you get to be a parent. You get to do the parent experience. And honestly, that's why you were telling me that it made so much sense to me, because you know it better than I do working with these families. But just to see that moment of, I got to pick out my child's Christmas gift.
Yeah.
That's a heartwarming and touching moment for anybody involved,
Oh, without a doubt. Well, and I would even go a step further with, so on top of those who participated in Community Christmas, actually volunteered then with us for distribution at both locations, because we do distribution in Alton and then also Granite City, now that we're all Madison County. And these families being able to feel seen.
Yeah.
And known and loved, being walked through, because every mama or dad who comes in, they get paired with a volunteer who walks with them to shop through, and has that time to get to know you, to say, how are you doing? How can we just best be supporting you? And then having that prayer support for those who want it. It's all encompassing, and it would not be possible. We wouldn't be able to do what we're doing without the community support and without the Christmas effort that happens right now in July. So if you've not already got your raffle tickets, or if you love Sloppy Joe's, because let's be honest, the Freer Sloppy Joe's,
it's a good one.
Oh my gosh, there's a secret sauce. I don't even know what it is, but it's phenomenal. I know they would love to have you on this Friday over at Freer Auto Body. Get some yummy stuff and help us make a big difference, because I had so many people say, hey, listen, I don't necessarily have time to go drop off this or go drop off that. But last year we were like, hey, just go hit up Freer. You could just go drop this off. You can go purchase a ticket, whatever. And they also then do cocoa and cookies. And that is huge. And this family, can I just say, is just such a godsend to this community. I am so grateful for them. And they all give great hugs, which is
it's very true. Well, and too, almost $80,000 last year was raised during this initiative, and to hear that $10,000 of it went to you guys and right back into the community and the
yeah.
families you serve.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know how many families you have, Lester?
Oh, yes, I do. I've got that for you.
Oh.
So, so we ended up helping out over 2,000 individuals, and of those 2,000 individuals, over 755 would be accounted for family. Yeah, so we had tons of families. Like, we saw a huge uptick. We saw about 150 increase as far as the families go, which is just insane. But can I tell you how good God is? Even though we saw that massive increase with those children, we were able to give out over almost over close to 10,000 gifts.
Wow.
Yes. So like those gifts were now when I say gifts, so like this is stocking stuffers, this is actual Christmas gift, these are coats, these are all that Matt put together. But still, like making sure that these families were able to have even the smallest things. Like I cannot even begin to tell you. We had one mom who came through and she had some teenagers and just really struggling to figure out what to do. And God was so good and provided. And one of the things through Community Christmas were these cute little balls that were put together by Alton Memorial Hospital. And this mama was able to get these simple little things. And although they seemed simple, there was a whole bunch of little gifts inside of them. But it was like little nail stuff, earrings, things like that. But that mom ended up reaching out afterwards and shared a picture with us of their daughter's first day back to school with the new earrings, which was super cute. Like, so something so small but made such a big difference. It was a confidence boost for that little girl going back to high school.
Wow. I mean, it just shows why this initiative is so important, too.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, because you're not just affecting kids, you're affecting teenagers, and how important those formative years are.
Oh, my gosh.
And making to feel like everything's as normal as it can be, just like everyone else, you know?
Right. Well, and going back to the families, just being reminded that they've got people who see them, that they are not alone. Because I have to tell you, that's one of the biggest lies I swear the devil tries to spin, is that we are alone. And that is a lie from the devil, family, okay? Because God has promised to never leave us nor forsake us. But we have each other if we would just allow ourselves not to be siloed. And this community continues to blow me away. Like, Madison County legit shows up every time to wrap around those in need. And we see that through the pillars in our community, such as the Freers. And again, anybody who would like to jump in, we would love to have you on Friday to join us for Sloppy Joe's. Whoop, whoop.
And cheesecake.
Oh, yes. I forgot about the cheesecake. Oh, so good. But then there's also, some of you might be like, that's great, Captain or Major, whatever I am now. Oh, that's right. Since last time I saw you, I was Captain. Now I'm Major. Go figure. It just means I'm older. That's all. But some of you might be like, that's so great, Mage, but how am I supposed to, what am I going to do to remember? Well, you can start looking on sales. Carrie Freer, and she's got a group of friends, and there's other people in the community who have already started looking at different sale prices, especially for those teenagers. So if you happen to see something that's on sale, and you're just like, oh man, that would be great, please feel free. You could drop it by the Salvation Army and say, hey, this is for Christmas, or I'm volunteering Carrie and Margaret, so I'm kind of sorry. We drop it off there and we can store it. But just even thinking ahead, and I'm so grateful just for the forward thinking and helping us remember that Christmas, although it happens once a year, it's an all-around preparation.
Well, and like this event is so important because, Toys for Tots and all the other drives are so important too. And
oh my gosh, yes.
God bless them for what they do there. But to see that everything is truly going right back into the community, it's such a truly community-focused thing. That's why I really love this event, because we're seeing that impact right here. We're helping our own neighbors, and honestly, I'm one of those that we got to help everybody, but let's start with our neighborhood first, and then once we get our neighborhood good, let's help others too at the same time and grow out. So that's super cool. Now, with coats, that's what the other thing that surprises me about this is it's not just like coats. I mean, it's like personal hygiene items. It's toothbrushes and things that being in the general public or living a somewhat normal life, people wouldn't even think about that as being something you think about at Christmas time. But I mean, it's one of those things these families need.
Oh my gosh, yes. This last year when we were at the 360 distribution, we ended up setting up an entire table of hygiene. So like there was body wash that families could choose from, and different toothpaste, different toothbrushes, things that they feel like their kids would really benefit from, or ones that maybe they already use but just are a little too tight to purchase. But even also underwear was such a huge thing. I was so surprised the big need that we saw for underwear and for socks and for shoes. And then for our teenage boys, God bless them. I mean, so many parents put on there just different hygiene things, but you know, like the stuff that boys like. I mean, I have 2 teenage boys. They just get stuck with Old Spice because that's what my husband uses. But even those small pieces that make all the difference, because we've got these young men and young women, these young kids, their bodies are changing. So the importance of that hygiene is so huge, so huge.
Well, and it just does so much for, you know, their demeanor as they go through school and everything else. And it's just really important. Hey, we're going to take a quick pause. We'll come back because it's top of the hour. We're going a little bit past showtime today.
Oh, sorry, dude.
You're fine. And we'll come back and talk a little bit more with Cassie and learn more just about the impact of community Christmas and a little bit more after this one on Riverbender and Roku.
Rock history hits the riverfront as multi-platinum powerhouse Puddle of Mud takes the stage. Hear fan favorites like She Hates Me and Psycho. Plus brand new tracks from their latest album. Get your tickets now, on sale through Metro Tips. Puddle of Mud, August 2nd at the Alton Amphitheater. Discover Del Mar Public House, located in Godfrey's historic Clifton Schoolhouse. Enjoy bold flavors like homemade falafel, fish and chips, and rotating pasta favorites. Relax with local beers, half-price wine bottles, and summer poutine nights. The only thing missing is you. Open Wednesday through Sunday. Del Mar Public House, where great food, drinks, and friends come together. DelMarPublicHouse.com.
This July, the fastest boats in the world take over the Mississippi. Catch the thrill of F1 powerboat racing July 18 to 20 at Riverfront Park in Alton, Illinois. Speed, rivals, champions. This is more than a race. It's the Midwest Nationals. Kicking off the Meet and Greet Street Party July 18th from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. at Max and Downtown Alton. Cold beer and live music. Alton Midwest Nationals F1 powerboat racing July 18th to the 20th. Don't miss the action.
Throughout all life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you on your health and wellness journey. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. Your OSF primary care provider is there for every stage of life. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
But I keep on thinking about you, sister golden hair surprise, and I just can't live without you. Can't you see it in my eyes? Now I've been one more correspondent, and I've been too hard to find.
Welcome back. 11:04, a little bit of change. Back with Cassie, and just going a little bit further into Salvation Army and the impact of community Christmas for the families. And whenever you're doing the how long is it? Number one, does it take for you guys to do all the shopping for this?
So here's the amazing thing. Again, this cannot get done without the community, because we start signing up for Christmas. We use an online tool now. It's saangeltree.com. And so everybody can go in online and apply, which makes it so much easier, especially for our families that are working multiple jobs and not being able to jump in. Now, the site is not open yet. That won't actually open until October 1, but you can still go there. It just won't let you sign in yet. But so once you get to SA Angel Tree, you'll be able to we give a code per each group. But anyway, that starts October 1, and then we shut it down that first part of November because we need to start getting those angel tree tags. So those tags actually will be ready to start going out to people the middle of November, but we can't necessarily hang up at different places without permission. So those of you who are small businesses and would love to have some angel trees, let me know, and I will make sure you have those angel tree tags by November 10th. Like, that's my promise to you. As long as we don't have a national agreement and they say I can't give them to you until after Christmas. But little caveat there. Yeah, it's a Walmart thing. I got to be careful with even saying that. Just kidding. We are so grateful for Walmart. Yay, Walmart. All right. There we go. But so as soon as those tags, I know, right? I'm getting myself in so much trouble. So as soon as those tags go out, we will be asking for the tags to come back by December 10th, ideally. So it's a really tight turnaround. And all of that shopping gets done by people in the community who take those tags and then they bring them to us so we can get them ready for the families. And then we are so grateful because God is so good when it comes again to Community Christmas. They partner with United Way here and they say, okay, you come to Target on this day and then we get all the shopping done. So we were able to have volunteers come and we had an hour to spend all that money. So we had volunteers.
An hour?
Well, it was a little more than an hour, about that. But it was about an hour and a half. So it was like guys, shopping spree, but toy edition. It's amazing. I told my husband we're going to do a video this year.
You need to,
like just to make it speed up or what it'd be super
I would.
cool.
I think that'd be awesome to showcase.
Yes, to be able to say this is what you're going. Yes. Margaret, I think we should do, or Carrie, we'll have to connect and work on that one.
I agree.
So all that prep, so we've got all of that stuff going on, and then we start the setup the week of distribution. So for us, the week of distribution is going to be, I believe, December 15th. So it's going to be a tight turnaround, and we're starting with distribution at the Granite City location first, Monday and Tuesday. That Wednesday, then we come back to the Salvation Army here because we store everything here.
What's distribution day look like? I'm sure it's controlled chaos in some way, shape, or form.
It is. So it is something. So distribution is such an amazing day. Let me just say, the amount of work to get there is crazy. So distribution, all the families who sign up, once they get approved, like we make sure everything's set, they get then an appointment time. So then we've been putting 10 to 15 families in every 15-minute increment. Yes.
Wow.
So that's why those volunteers are so important. So they start at 9:00. We go till noon. We break at noon. We start back up at 1. We go to 4, and then we do the same thing the next day. So these families come in, they check in, they say, "Hey, I'm here for the appointment." Then we have a volunteer who will then walk them through where they're going to get their food, their frozen goods. If we've got a milk donation at the time, then we'll do the milk and butter, and then they get their angel tree bag, whatever gifts were purchased for them by the family that pulled off the tree, and then they get to choose additional gifts that they would come from them, and then any additional hygiene or stocking stuffers that we have, and they're able to exit. So all of that happens in one fell swoop. And while it's there, we've got our Pathway of Hope booth. We've got a booth for those who would like to have additional prayer support, and just any other agencies that wanted to come alongside. Like, we have spots for them just to be able to engage with those families. And the volunteers who come in, like, dude, when I tell you this community shows up, the love and the kindness and compassion that they show to each person who comes in is amazing. Like, one of my favorite memories is we had a volunteer who was so excited. Like, I mean, I want to be like her when I grow up. She's like, "Oh, I'm so glad you're here." And this mom was like, "Oh my gosh." But by the end of it, the mom was just in tears because someone was so excited to see her, not because she was just coming to get help, but because they genuinely were excited to see her and do life with her, even just for that 20-minute period.
They weren't a number.
Yes, they were a person. And that is what we're called to do, right?
Yeah.
Like, everything the Salvation Army does, we do it out of the love of Jesus, because Jesus first loved us, so that then we can then meet human need in his name. I mean, come on, man.
Right.
Woo, woo.
It's so cool. And
So
that's
good.
why I really hope you guys get tickets until Friday. And you have a chance to win $3,500 in cash, $1,000 in cash, green seats, trips out the wazoo. I mean, it's a really cool opportunity to even if you don't win, you got to support your community. It's not the same Christmas if you don't give back. Like, it just doesn't feel the same for me personally anyway. If I'm like, man, I should have done something else to help out the community this time of year. But whenever you're doing all the true meaning of Christmas stuff, that Christmas day feels a lot more special.
I mean, it's a thing, and it's making a difference. It's something seemingly small doing that ripple effect, right? Like, we don't know we don't know what that meant for that family. It could have been, like you said, that game changer, that springboard into hope, which then would bring about lasting change later down that road, bringing about that confidence that, okay, we can do this. Okay, we're not alone. And so on and so forth, which then can help break some generational cycles, brother. I mean, like how many...
Yep.
Yeah, just so much there.
Well, and you hit it on the head. It's about, and really just, whether it's a springboard or whether it's just knowing that, hey, someone actually cares about us and doesn't think of us as, as someone needing help or a burden or anything like that would go through that person's mind potentially is huge. And now, registering to ring.
Yes! So
we're already getting close, folks.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Can you believe it? We are less than, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, it's happening. Okay, sorry. So already Register to Ring is open. So those of you who are my competitors that are like, yes, I want to make sure that we can get in there. I want my spot. Now is the time to jump on. You can go to registertoring.com. My husband said he's got all of the locations open and the different time slots. And I have to tell you, my personal goal, I would love to see the majority of this filled up before we even hit October.
Yes.
My own personal goal. Like, how amazing if we got almost the whole thing, if not the whole thing, like I'd be totally cool for that. Filled up before we even get to Christmas would be incredible. And I have to tell you, I told my husband I would love to see some more friendly competition this year. I was like, what would it look like if we could just, encourage different, SIUE fans or, groups, sororities coming out and kind of competing and just saying, hey, I can raise more than you. And I will make you a little trophy if you want. Like we will bedazzle that sucker, whatever you want to do, just to be able to just give a shout out and just acknowledge just the fun that you can have. I cannot begin to tell you just some of the goofy things that we've been able to see over the years of just different costumes and, playing music, playing their instrument, or even Mike and having his dog Molly.
Yeah.
Like Mike got our Perseverance Award this year at the volunteer luncheon because that man went and he shared publicly, so I feel like I can share here, that he was going through a lot of very scary medical things, and the man still wanted to show up because he wanted to make that difference.
That's so incredible.
It is what an example, right? Like what a trophy of grace. But so anyway, those of you who definitely like your spots, please sign up now. You go to registertoring.com. If you are struggling with the website, you are welcome to come in and you can ask for Major Sean and he can help you get that figured out. Or you can always call and give us a shout out, but your best bet is going to be jumping online to registertoring.com. Again, that's registertoring.com, and you can type in any of the things that you need, not that you need, sorry, the things that you might want, or you can call the office at 618-465-7764. That's for the Alton location. And then the Granite City location is 618-451-7957. And you just type in your zip code and it can go to wherever you would like inside Madison County.
There you go.
Yes.
Cassie, keep up the great work.
Dude, thanks for having us.
Never a problem. Out of time. Go get your tickets to Community Christmas. You already heard of the impact you're making.
Yes.
We'll see you back here live at 9 on a Thursday morning. Until then, as always, try your best to stay out of jail.